Emang harus kencang ya.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The colour and passion just stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity.
It's hit the uprights. Great effort. He flew in with courage.
No complaints about his efforts and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the... You get my drift?
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Raul. Hazard. We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Cafu with the clearance. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Raul. Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Daisy.
Now it's Owen. Can he get it through? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Raul. Played into space. Chips it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Kokchu. He's going for goal. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, he should have done better and he knows it.
Kokchu just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Up he goes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Delivered across. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Owen. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. And he can clear it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Drogba. And this is Drogba. Azar. Ruben Neves. And it's Drogba. Raul. There will be one ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point. Side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And this is Bale. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Drogba. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kokchu gets across to intercept that. Ruben Neves. And it's Timber. Timber is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Azar. He's being urged to shoot, and the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This is Owen. Timber. It's a mighty looking ball there. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, easy pickings there. Kokchu. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. Costa Corta. To Azar. Raul. Azar. Van Balten gets a foot in here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Owen. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Lahm. He's got full. Costa Corta can get it clear. Timber. Plays the return pass. That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Drogba. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Beckham ready to try one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Number 7, Kukchu. Number 14, Ruben Neves. Number 8, Raul. Number 4,
Beckham! Against the crossbar.
Bale.
And Dijk attempts a clearance.
Number 22,
Rijkaard.
Edmund.
And this is Rooney. It's Rooney!
Number 9,
Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Number 5, Fernando.
Beckham standing over it.
Taking
Terrific header. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Little pass back, just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. The final 5 minutes. Aims beyond. Oh, shooting chance! Yes, he's done it! And that might well be that! That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. Put it on a plate for him.
number 11.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to retain that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Indonesia take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist.
Real chance! Sticks it away! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw and a highly unpredictable fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
Nih. Ya. Nih. Apa lo? Maju kalau berani. Nyari lawan, Mas.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. A real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Now it's Rooney. Timber. Now it's Bale. Pass somewhat off target. Otto. Raul. And it's De Bruyne. Out towards the flank. Oh, well measured. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Buat Gatot Kaca, Mas. Bolerik.
Quarter of an hour played. Raul is in a good position here. Well read. The danger is averted. Danger averted for now. Modric has a look and plays it forward.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
That is good alertness. Modric. Kilmarnock looking to pass their way through. And he's worked it through. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And he's can he finish? Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips the fence. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Kylian Mbappe.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Baresi. Inter Milan finding their passes. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tomori. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Mbappe is onto it in a flash.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tomori goes direct. Raul. And this is Bale. He's having a go. And collective relief etched on the face. And we hit half-time. That is certainly nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Modric. Raul. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's tidy. Engages and forces him off the ball. Kilmarnock with their first corner, the first on either side actually. wonderful delivery, and all it needs is a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Kilmarnock are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Cookchu calmly anticipates.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
De Bruyne. And this is Raul. And here's the chance to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's Azar, looking for a runner. Oh, well measured. He's on it. He's had a shot! That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish of true class! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
75 minutes played. Now it's Mbappe. And there's Greengrass ahead of him. And he's on his way. That's good defending, very good defending.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And this is Hazard. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Done delicately. No, that's been intercepted.
Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Tries to pass it through. Odo looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And here's Bale. He's in a great position here. Modric. So that's it. It is all over. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your final thoughts, Jim? noises just about reaching a crescendo as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Manchester United.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play.
He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And he's just misjudged that one. And he thumps it clear. That pass has been well intercepted. Hazard looks to get on the end of this. Raul. Ball played for Kokchu. Oh, good ball! Bale! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate. Execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opponent.
It's Bale! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can clear their lines. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And he's lost his man here. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
It's a searching pass. Adams gets over and intercepts. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice, a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up.
And the finish! Oh, that puts no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Inter Milan have their third corner. Terrific header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And that's a throw-in. Get it through. No way through there. Costa Curta. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Can he get on the end of this? He's onside.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Has been indicated.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, cracking ball. Goal! It is a fantastic goal. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Two to the group. There's the end of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express?
Inter really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. the boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. So I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose.
Inter Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. More coming up here. And now they can spring out of defence. He's played it back. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Timber. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ruben Neves.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. And this is Bergkamp. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Great defending, strong and determined. Opts for safety. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has been knocked clear. Good tape, and again! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Xavi Alonso. Timber. Well measured. He's having a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it. Looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Baresi. Inter Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Looking for the run. Baresi cuts it out. Raul. Inter Milan finding their passes. 5 minutes left on the clock. Strokes it back. And it's Ruben Neves. Well read. And the danger is averted.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ruben Neves. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perhaps not quite what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops. It's a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's an imaginative pass. That's the keeper's ball. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
That was a bit of a character.
He was.
Belletti. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is a crunching tackle. Well, the defence proved infallible. He's going for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Opts for safety. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. Raul. And here's Bale. Pinches it off him. Well, there's your danger man. A title that is entirely justified. He has found a way through. And the shot! He's cleared it out of harm's way. Half an hour played now. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Here's a chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Pressing high and with purpose. Timber. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. Brzezinski. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played into space out wide. He's got away. Oh, he's been... Oh, shooting chance! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Looking for the run. Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hazard takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Brzezinski, distributed tidily. Oh, that is a nice touch. It's a good-looking delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And the half-time whistle goes. It has been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you... We're up to after 45 minutes.
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. That's the start of the second half.
Inter really can't count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Great ball if he can get there. Shot could be on. Mohamed Salah. For Rosicki. Del Piero. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Azar. He's in a great position here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rosicki. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Mohamed Salah looking to run onto it. Now he's off and running. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Bale. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Pass somewhat off target. Azar. Raul, looking for a runner. Real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Belletti. Rosicki. And it's Del Piero. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero going face to face with his great rival. Kukçu. Played into space. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Searching passes, and the shots! Oh, taken with style! And late in the day, a telling moment!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have it, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
That's a cute ball.
Inter nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Works it forward. I think we're just about done here. Del Piero is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
Ya, salah umpan.
And that will be it. Inter Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might be that the stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him. He's throwing all alone! Shoots! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, that's a fine interception. That has not gone well. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Abraham! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Timber. Bale chasing after it, just eases him off the ball. And it's Azar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, good claim by the keeper.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Abraham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Kokchu, lovely pass, but and the shot! He scores! Two to the good, and they are absolutely purring. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And this is Bale. That's been cut out, well played. That is good alertness. And here's Abraham. That is a brilliant interception. Ruben Neves. And the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Inter certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Inter Milan in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go. It's Mbappe. It's run loose here. Looking for the run. Chance! All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And it's Hazard. He's having a go. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Here it is, crossed in. And that should get the job done. That's a dangerous ball. It's Bale! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Inter Milan suddenly appear frail. Yes, from chance shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, you know what I'm going to say next.
And we have our very first corner. This looks promising. Now that's a fine challenge.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bale. Caught offside that time. Van de Ven. And Guardiol. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shot could be there! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra width.
Hazard tries to play it through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Quickly taken. Cleared without hesitation. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Mbappe. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Bale is onto... It's Bale! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw! And wow, given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Hazard wins the duel this time, and it's Kukçu. Ruben Neves. It's a pretty loose pass. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. And here's Bale. He's going for goal. Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's...
And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mastermind in all of this.
Iya bang. Ini apa ini nih? Kerudung. Hah? Kerudung.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to... This is football at its finest.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
That has ended up in no man's land. Played out to the right. He's in a good position here. Corner given. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Oh, good spread. Oh, it's come loose. Tries to play it through. Has a look and plays it forward. This looks promising. Now he's having a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And that was as close to certain.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Inter Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Zaire Emery is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Apa nih? 4-6-1.
Rijkaard.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Inter really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up.
Shot a goal! It's fallen kindly here. Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the...
Shot, surely! No mistake! Back to within one! Interesting! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. he's had a shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! And they are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise.
Oh, what has happened here? In towards the back stick. Ruben Neves. And here's Lewandowski. Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
And that's the start of a minutes.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, Red, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred. That is good alertness. Costa Curta. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lewandowski gets into a good position. He gets big! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it. It was drilled.
Substitution for number 4, Hazard.
So, time for
Coming on the
changes
field
on
is
both sides, actually.
Number 17, Atebristan. Substitution in progress.
I was going to be disappointed with that. And it's Bale. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And here's Bale. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. 60 minutes played. Now it's Kokchu, and he's managed to get free. Crosses it in. Up he goes! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic. And he shoots! And it's there! And they are cruising away. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
After 69 minutes, number 9, Atebristan.
Paris Saint-Germain blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Could be danger here. Takes a shot. It's in. Terrible error. Duly punished.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get with that kind of sloppiness.
Inter Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Well, that That's not the cross he had in mind. Passing is crisp and sharp. That looks a decent ball. And the finish! It's in! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So now the difference is 3. The less said about that pass, the better.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
Costa Corta. Kupchu.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, sweet feet. Just about within shooting range. Gave it a go, but off target. Ignoring, team towards the front line. And time is up. Inter Milan have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
He's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. Hazard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Knocks it into space. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Looking for options for movement. Costa Corta. And Upamecano. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
It's gone for a throw-in. Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break.
He's having a hit!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tries to play it through. Crosses it in.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Mbappe clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And he's decided to go for it.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Referee's given a throw. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yes, tries a shot! Goal! Ajax! First blood drawn. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Chosen to go back. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Oh, special! That is a special goal. He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a f***ing hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's there to belt it away. Messi. Well, that had the makings of something quite... he's given it away. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's Mbappe! It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Ajax! And they hit the front. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Ajax take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. Shoots! Chance! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Now it's Torres. Rice. Oh, nicely intercepted. Raul. Now it's Bale. Nicely weighted ball.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Ruben Neves. Raul has created one goal already. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking. Always looks it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
He'll fancy himself from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Messi! Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish?
Ajax nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Bale. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Cambiasso. And the number on the board is 3. And that's it. Inter Milan perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score, feel that their efforts warranted something more. Your reflection. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real excitement in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Inter.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle and here we go. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the shot at goal! Superb goal!
Once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because doing this is incredible.
His position was perfect, invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Timber. Nice looking ball. Raul providing an outlet on that flank. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Messi. He's had it taken off him. Azar. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. First quarter of an hour gone. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Bale. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the shot! This time, surely! Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rodri makes the interception. Pedri. Thinks one through. Now this could be a chance. Threads one in. Bale unable to make it happen for all. Bale! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Bale just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of thing is usually up his street.
Raul. Bale. Look at the and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is shapes to shoot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And this is Raul.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. He's played it back. And it's Ruben Neves. Raul. And this is... It's Bale! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Owen. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance.
That is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talk in the first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Inter Milan have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty great. Number 8. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Inter Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Searching pass is played there. Scholes. Now it's Owen. Raul. Oh, that's a key interception. Now he's got space here. Azar. And he's only too happy to take that back. Shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Owen. Owen.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is...
Chance for a shot! That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Terus yang apa yang
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they're
Bagi yang
very right
blur
to be.
itu juga kan apa?
Oh, shooting chance!
Di pulang kampung.
And he's really put himself on the
Iya.
line here.
Di grup kemarin. Itu siapa ntar nih? Yang kemarin. Berdua dulu.
They've played it short.
Bagus.
It's a good look. He's got tall. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Berdua-dua.
Really
ada bertiga.
anticipated that
Ada
well,
ayam.
didn't he?
Scholes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply won't.
Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, one moment you're in possession, then ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 11, Owen. Number 2, Sanchez. Coming on the field.
Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
He's gone for goal!
Substitution in progress.
Should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it. Size really matters, and it's time to matter now.
And it's been taken short. Pedri crosses. Oh, what a climb! Torres gets rid without sophistication. Strong running down that left flank. Cambiasso puts the ball in. So, third corner of the game. Barcelona with another corner. Barcelona get their fourth corner. They've played it short. Pedri with the cross. Oh, smash it! Trustmark comes to the rescue.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Torres! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Ruben Neves plays it short. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Looking for the run. Oh, that's clever. He's in a great position here. Deep into stoppage time. Oh, he's been caught napping. Bergkamp has it in a wide position. And the shot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! And that will surely go down as... And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. Winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Inter certainly had some good...
Jadi gratis ya. Jadi gratis ini.
Ada yang jadi gratis.
Ini kerudung.
Jadi kasih langsung dikembaliin duitnya. Oh, bisa begitu. Apa nih? Ya Allah. Sekarang amat sih nih. Mesinnya berapa?
1.500.
Mesinnya berapa? 4 nih mesinnya.
900.
Ya maksudnya 4 mesinnya.
Beda lagi ya. Coba lihat itu di akun emang ada pesanan
Pesanan apa?
baju ini. Ini nih Heri Hermawan. Langsung seperti di.
Kan dulu nggak pernah baju.
Makanya coba.
Kemarin waktu si Evan itu.
Oh iya ya, di akun itu.
Yang itu, yang apa? Ke si Mami itu ya. Masa udah nyampe? Tapi udah kemarin.
Bukan, enggak mesen itu. Nah, jadi dulu. Ini baju anak-anak. Ini di akun itu. Ini gimana, mati nggak dibongkar-bongkar?
Wah, kamu mau anaknya si bangonya, kamunya ngopong-ngopong.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, might not feel the stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colour and passion just oozing from the fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfield.
Shoots! All attempts at clearance. Lovely. Real chance! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for the run. Steaming on. Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Good ball over the top. He's being urged to shoot. It's gone for a throw-in. Kupchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Kane. Jackie tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! He scored! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Messi running with the ball. Costa Curta makes the interception. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Bale. And the pass is intercepted. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Look at the great chance! And that is wildly off target.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Now it's Bale. And here's Kupchu. That's a big chance! He has done it! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Cherki. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really in the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we are back on the way.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nicely aimed pass. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Out to the right. Now it's Raul. Oh, cracking shot at goal! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Into first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Costa Curta has a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Now there's the shot! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Hazard going face to face with his great rival.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Bale! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Van Dijk. Claudio. Van Dijk. Claudio. Ødegaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Timber. Strong running down that left flank. Cherki. Rafinha. And here's Messi. And that's a good ball. Now it's Bale. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's got away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he skips past his man, plays it in low. Raul, that's a sharp pass. Now it's Bale. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Messi. Gerrard knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. And he's quick to get it clear again. And time is up. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Pretty awry.